Hello and welcome to another update video about Fantom. Fantom is selling off further. We talked about it in the last video, so that is playing out. It also pays off sometimes to remain really patient because we've seen this correction coming already a couple of months ago when we were even moving up here. Yeah, we talked about that, took profits up here, and then we've been waiting for the price to get into the target area. Now, to be fair, we're not in the target area yet, but we're getting there with fast steps. That target area is located below that wave A here at $1.15, and the lowest point of that target area is 54 cents. And we've got in the middle of that, we've got the 78.6% FIB level at 87 cents. That is the level to which most altcoins in such a correction move to. So 87 cents is absolutely realistic. That is from the current price point. Let me just do that. From the current price point, that is a 33% sell-off. That is absolutely realistic. Absolutely, especially if that plays out what I expect for Bitcoin, which would be a move between to the 61.8% FIB level of Bitcoin at around 27.5K. Then a 35% sell-off from where we are now with Fantom is absolutely realistic. Do we see 54 cents? I would probably not, but you never know, But this is the target area into which most altcoins correct into. That is also, it would be a clean correction because it would take out that previous low of the wave A. That is typically what is required, especially in the kind of the Elliott wave count in which we currently are. So cryptos tend to do this lower low, and therefore I've been waiting for that, and we are heading with fast footsteps towards that. We're currently at support here at 136, but yeah, we have been talking about that for a couple of months now, and finally we're moving into that direction. I know there was some news yesterday that sort of acted as a catalyst to bring that price down, but my view is always that you're already in the downtrend. Yeah, we've already identified the downtrend here with the Elliott waves, and we've identified the target area, and that irrespective of any news, you would get there anyway. The thing is just that news like yesterday, which were not expected, they might have acted as a catalyst and accelerated that, yeah. But it does not change the overall target area or anything. It might just accelerate things, which is in a sense good because we finally get closer towards the support. And we can also see that Fantom sold off quite a lot here in the last couple of days because it had to catch up a lot. Yeah, it was still behind other cryptos in terms of correcting down, and now it finally happens. So we are closer. So yeah, as I said, support level next target would be $1.15. I'm quite certain we're going to get there. And then the 87 cent level will be reached as well, in my point of view. What you also see coming here is this death cross. Yeah, Fantom lost obviously the 200-day moving average, retested from below, failed, and then had that massive sell-off. And also that death cross is coming as well, which means that the 50-day moving average is going to cross below the 200-day moving average. I mean, people see it coming. It might be another reason here for this sell-off, but it's still something that is in the chart and that is probably changing sentiment a little bit to the negative. So all of that we've got. Also the momentum on the RSI is still pointing to the downside. The MACD is also printing here this bearish MACD crossover. We talked about that. And here on the stochastic RSI, we're heading further down as well. There is still room for further price moves to the downside. The MACD anyway, and the RSI here also has much more room for further drops to the downside. It's currently at 37. I think even with the current RSI level, you shouldn't have a problem to move to that $1.15 level. I think before we move to 87 cents, though, there will be another correction. Otherwise, you are moving down too fast because on the 4-hour chart, you already oversold. So probably even now we need to see a little bit of a consolidation before you move down. It's only the 4-hour chart, so not that meaningful. But we're currently at an important support level. As you can see here, this is support, previous support here at around $1.34. Found support here, currently moving up a little bit, small green candle. In my view, that is only because the 4-hour chart was so much oversold. So no change to plan really here. You saw that selling volume as well. And I think with those news yesterday, the general sentiment for Fantom has shifted more to the negative anyway. So we can be fairly certain that a further sell-off is going to take place. Maybe not imminently. As I said, on the 4-hour chart, you're now oversold. So that needs to recover a little bit. But that's not a problem. I mean, we're talking here about at which point will we see a sustainable low and then also be able to move to sustainable new all-time highs. And that is always the case here in this region here, in these target areas. As I said, that's the area we had on the chart for a couple of months. We're not quite there yet, but we're going to get there. I'm very confident about that. And especially I'm looking here at the 78.6% FIB level. So until we are there, I'll probably talk about continuing price moves to the downside. And to be fair, we have to assume that until we really see here a breakout to the upside and maybe a first 5-wave move in terms of the elite wave impulses here to the upside. Currently we cannot see that, and until we change something here fundamentally on the chart, you are still in the downtrend, and we have to assume further price drops. And yeah, this is currently playing out, which is fantastic, because remember when we moved up here, we talked about taking profit up here in this blue target area and even a little bit higher. We then moved down. I already started to dollar cost average into Fantom as well. We can currently see that then the sentiment generally about Fantom is very negative. And that again just confirms what we had here on the chart anyway. And that is exactly what the elite waves measure anyway, that the sentiment is shifting. And you can already see that when we're heading down here and you're in this wave C, the sentiment generally is negative as well. And if you then have news like those come out yesterday, then you get those comments like Fantom is dead and stuff like that. So that just confirms what you can see on the chart anyway, that the sentiment is in a wave C style, which means it's very negative. And this is going to change in the next wave to the upside. But until then, we probably have to live with a few negative comments about Fantom. We have to live about people being pissed off because it is now finally doing what other cryptos have done as well, which is correcting down to those FIB levels. And for Fantom, we've just been waiting for that, and it's playing out now. Yeah, that's my view about Fantom. I'll keep you updated certainly about the price chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.